What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and welcome back to the journey where I'm building different squads. We progress through divisional play, get involved in some tournaments, and as always, I'm dropping feedback on which players really perform. They live up to that card value, and other guys that, they kind of drop the ball. Before we get into the FIFA goodness, you guys need Ultimate Team coins, UT coins for you down below in the description. Use the code MICHS09, MICHS09, in order to get an additional 5% off on every single purchase. Today, my friends, I'm back with another World Cup matchup squad builder. We're on that discount shopping tip, keeping things very affordable. Only going to cost you about 30,000 coins if you want to remake and replicate. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 600, 700, 800 likes. Tells me to keep pushing out squad builders. And we went into tournament matches. I actually tried using this team in divisions. I played, I think, 3 matches. I drew one, I won one, and I lost a match. And I think that there's going to be some tough times if you're in a higher division using this squad just because you have a silver goalkeeper. And the biggest thing that I've noticed about silver goalkeepers this year is they lack consistency. They might be superb for one match, they might be okay for the next, and they might be horrible. They might be dog trash in the final game, and you never know. And that's something that makes silver goalkeepers kind of hard to predict. Ooh, if Oscar could have had that. So we're in tournaments. I wanted to try something different. I wanted to give him an opportunity to succeed. I wanted to get the skills. I wanted some razzle-dazzle. Pretty even first half. I think I was fortunate to be up 2-0. And that's how things go. And it doesn't get better for him. He bangs out the post, 50th minute. And we beat the offside trap. We got Sanchez. I wanted to throw something into the mix. A little heel-to-heel across the body. Oh! Keeper can't do anything. It's so pretty. It's oh so pretty. And Sanchez has been very impressive in the World Cup. Chile was just eliminated in penalty kicks. If you guys missed the match, definitely something that's entertaining. Should check it out. It'll be on replay. And anytime any sort of game goes to penalty kicks, my heartbeat just gets to rushing, especially with something with this magnitude. The World Cup. Every 4 years, the World Cup. And I don't think Brazil looks unbeatable at all. Even though they're a host nation, if Neymar's not on his A game, I don't know if they have that flow, that rhythm. They're missing something in their attack. It's not the prettiest Brazilian squad I've seen so far, but we'll see how things go. That host nation advantage is strong. So we get a counterattack. He makes a mistake. Vargas cuts to the inside. We lay it off. Sanchez always going to finish that on the near post. We're at 1-0 just before halftime. He got at an interesting squad as well. A lot of non-rare players, and he makes a second mistake. And mistakes will lose you matches. And if you guys could drop a comment and let me know, who do you think are the top 3, maybe top 5 wingers that you've used and abused with in FIFA 14? I've really enjoyed Willian and Sanchez, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk about it for a second. But drop a comment. Look at that, 0. He's got a goose egg. We're shutting him out. We should have added something extra into the second half. Kind of a slow second half. Not much changed. He still didn't get any shots. We're locking him out on the defensive end. So we're coming into the semifinals. And look at this for a squad. Oh my goodness. Ronaldo, Bale, Messi, Di Maria. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. And as for the team, we got Toselli in net, and I think he's okay. As I was saying, anytime you've got a silver goalkeeper, you're going to get some good, you're going to get some bad. Hopefully you get more good than bad, but it's a tough thing to deal with. As we get it through, Willian, can you finish? Loving that chip. That little mid chip, when it's off a hop, it seems to be very, very effective. And we take that 1-0 lead. He goes for the KSI. I'm sitting there, and this is the problem that I have with this kickoff lob. Sometimes I will concede the rebound, the second portion of it. And that's exactly what goes down. I really feel like my keeper should have got a hand on it, but hey, that's FIFA for you. But Vargas got my back, and we start to work. Little heel-to-heel, get lucky. Then we go into a roulette, followed by body feint. He's mixed. He's out of the picture, off the post. Woo! 2-1. We're back on top. I got Marcelo as my left back, as well as David Luiz, both solid players. Marcelo's positioning this year for me has been, I'm not going to say suspect, but it's been hit and miss. I've had games where he's everywhere I want him to be, and other games where I feel like I'm giving up way too many through balls down his side of the pitch. Unfortunately, equalizer was on the books. Halftime, 2-2, and coming out of the half, I don't know if that was a penalty kick. It was an awkward challenge, and I even guessed the correct way, but another disadvantage of not having the best goalkeeper in the world. I've got Rojas as well as Jose for my right back. I'm struggling with that last name. His first name is Jose, so we're going to rock with that. Fuenzalida. That didn't even sound right. But basically, I have a really strong side and a really weak side of the defense as we get the third goal. We needed it, 90th minute. Willian just toe punches it in. I love watching instant replays when good things happen. That was beautiful. We needed that once in a Willian. as my man Edco would say. And I will be streaming later on today, Sunday. We will be streaming. If you guys want to come check that out, we can talk about a lot of good stuff as Oscar makes himself known. And he had disappeared in a lot of games for me. I got Oscar, Medel, and Vidal. Medel, he's been playing center back for Chile, and he was lovely. He intercepts so many different plays. Really interesting guy because he's so small as a CDM or a center back. And that's just a horrible goal to concede. Horrible. I can't believe that happened to me. 119th minute, we're going to penalty kicks. It's done. It's done. And PKs were back and forth. I actually guessed the correct way and parried a couple into my own net. And that's one of the most frustrating feelings. I got a good vibe for him after I missed my initial PK to start things out. I started vibing out the directions, and I was guessing right more than I was guessing wrong. So I knew it was just a matter of the time before I got my break. I've been pretty successful, I would say, in penalties this year, but it's always a toss-up. You can never be too confident. Marcelo steps up, and we got it. We got it. Game, set, and match. We're heading into the finale. The finale. And I made a big mistake going into this last match. The latency wasn't perfect. It went up to green bar, and his name is Egyptian, something Egyptian. Egyptian swag. I'm not really that sure. But anytime you're matched up against an African, oh God, the connection just doesn't seem to be very good. No offense to anyone that's watching the video that's from an African nation. The U.S. to Africa, the U.S. to Asia, it's a big struggle. And the game's not laggy, but the delay. And you can see it. Look at those mistakes I'm making, and he goes up 1-0. It's just uncharacteristic. My player won't lock on. And I don't want to make excuse after excuse, but it makes a big difference. And the way that I try to play for YouTube, I want to play for fun. I want to win with deep shots. I want to win with skill moves. And I wasn't able to really turn on the crossing and some of the sweat. And I had 6 shots in the first half. Just could not break it down. Could not get that little touch of goodness. That final bit of class, whatever it was. And he starts to kick my butt. I was going a little more attacking. Look at that. It didn't lock on again. And that should never be a goal. Rebound right in front of the net. Willian was solid. He's one of the best left wingers, left midfielders in the BPL. There aren't a ton of options. And I'm not the biggest Hazard supporter. I don't think he's worth the coinage. Sanchez, I thought he was impeccable, man. It really helped out the counterattack. And then Vargas was my main dude. I get killed in the final. One of the worst losses I've taken in FIFA. I just pushed too many men forward after I went down 2-0. I was frustrated. And we do lose the final. We do lose the final. But my marquee player is Vargas. Pace, dribbling. And he can create instant counterattacks. He's a one-man counterattack. I thought his finishing was good. He's very athletic. And you got some pros, you got some cons with this squad. You got speedy counters. You got fast build-up. You got 1v1 attackers. They can take people on, but you have no crossing options. You only got one player over 6 foot tall, I believe, with David Luiz. And the silver goalkeeper is going to create some problems. I can almost promise you, if you play enough games, that's going to create some issues. And this squad's not expensive. However, I do want to mention that Rojas was price locked when I bought him, so I think I had to pay a stupid price, but that's not his normal situation. And now that Chile is out of the World Cup, I wouldn't worry about price bumping or anything along those lines. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at MikeStone9USA, and I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.